And we back. Now, I just saw something on Instagram that really got me thinking and kind of got me upset. You know, so shout out to all the people on Instagram that send me different posts and asking, Kenny, what do you think about this? Because you inspired this video. First, I gotta say that everything I say in these videos are my personal opinions. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just giving my personal opinions. If you disagree, that's completely fine. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm gonna give you why I believe this. Let's get to the post that really grinded my gears today. Ron Artest saved Kobe's legacy in Game 7 of the 2010 Finals. That is the post that grinded my gears. And it's not specifically about this post. It's about the idea that someone else saved a certain player's legacy. So let's take a step back. 2010 Game 7 Finals against the Boston Celtics. Kobe Bryant struggled from the field. He shot like 25% from the field, and it was a Game 7, the biggest stage, trying to win a championship. And Ron Artest stepped up to the plate, made some clutch steals, made some clutch shots, and eventually led them that Game 7 to the championship. Boom. Now the question is, did Ron Artest save Kobe's legacy based on that one singular game? No. And I mean, we've seen this before. I've seen this before with LeBron James. When we go back to the Miami days, I think it was the 2013 NBA Finals where Ray Allen hit that step back three. Bam! Game 6 is over. Now we're going to Game 7 and the Miami Heat win. And then people question, did Ray Allen save LeBron's legacy? No! Listen, as much as you want to make basketball an individual thing, because we rank players of all time, that's normal, whatever. It is a team-based game. The reason Kobe had the 4 other players on the court with him are to pick him up when he was down. And a little spoiler alert, even if they would have lost this game, Kobe would have been considered one of the greatest of all time. Even if LeBron lost in 2013, we still talking about him as one of the greatest of all time. There's not a singular player to save someone else's legacy. You kidding me? Why do we seem like, why do things like this bother people? Oh my God, LeBron didn't take the last shot, or Kobe didn't perform well in the Game 7. Oh my, people are human. These guys are human. There is no perfect player ever. As much as we consider Michael Jordan the GOAT, there were moments and finals games where he struggled. And guess what? He had his teammates pick him up. Steve Kerr hit one of the biggest shots in Bulls history. But people weren't asking, did Steve Kerr save Michael Jordan's legacy? Because as a teammate, your job is to pick up your teammates when they are struggling. Ron Artest had an amazing game. It gave me one of my favorite moments of NBA history.
First off, I want to thank everybody in my hood. Thank the Worldwide Warriors, Rock Fouls, my wife, Tim Shed, my family, my kids, everybody. I definitely want to thank my doctor, Dr. Sandy, my psychiatrist. She really helped me relax a lot.
But I cannot say, based on that one singular game, that it saved Kobe's legacy. Kobe had already had rings. Kobe was already considered one of the greatest of all time, and he was still playing in his prime. Anyway, that is my rant. You may completely disagree. You may completely think that Ron Artest saved Kobe, or Ray Allen saved LeBron, or Kyrie saved LeBron with the Game 7 game-winning shot or whatever. But at the end of the day, as a teammate, your job is to supplement your star player, and that's exactly what Ron Artest did. That's exactly what one of the greatest shooters of all time, Ray Allen, did. Honestly, if we take a step back, the only guy in the league that I would want taking that step back three is Ray Allen. He's just the right place at the right time. Or Kyrie Irving. One of the only guys I'd want taking that shot is Kyrie Irving. But anyway, today's video, I'm gonna intro the video halfway through it. I'm just gonna go through one of these Instagram accounts and kind of talk about some other stuff that may grind my gears, or I may agree or disagree with. But again, all my opinion. Oh, while we're on the subject of Instagram, I'm running a giveaway on Instagram where I'm giving away a free jersey to one of my subscribers. You just have to follow me on Instagram, like the picture, and then comment on the picture. You can tag some friends if you want to, whatever. I mean, I'm going to be picking a winner in probably like a week or so. Link is in the description. But let's go to another thing to talk about. Kevin Durant isn't the snake people presume he is. He simply made a career/business move for himself. I've been saying this since the very beginning. No, I don't like that he went to the Golden State Warriors, but I've never called him a snake because he did something that everybody in the world should have the freedom to do. He didn't like job A, so he went to job B. If I work at Walgreens and I don't like it, I should be able to quit my job at Walgreens and go work somewhere else. And that's what he did. He didn't even quit his job at Walgreens. He waited until his contract was over and he went to work somewhere else. I know to me and you is sports and we want to see this loyalty and all of this. We want to see him stay in OKC. But for him and for all the other players in the league, it's a job. And it's a job that they do like 8-9 months out of the year. So you want to enjoy that time. So that's what he did. He went to a place where he believed that he can enjoy his time better. Does it suck? Again, sure it does. But at the end of the day, I don't think I've ever called him a snake. Maybe I have ironically, like making fun of people in videos and stuff, but never will I call him a snake because he's just doing something that we should all have the ability to do. If Draymond Green was the first offensive option, he would average 20 points per game. I don't think so. He's never taken me as the scoring type. Offensively, he's solid because he's a great passer, he's a great screen setter, but he's not that great of a scorer, and that's completely fine. He doesn't have to be a great scorer in his situation. If he was on a team of his own, I don't think he'd average 20 plus, but I still think he'd be an all-star caliber player. Like, his play style would fit almost anywhere. But if he was the number one option, I don't know if that team is a championship contender, you know? And I don't think he'd average 20 points per game. Harden would barely average 15 points per game if he played in the 90s. Y'all know, personally, I don't really like to talk in hypotheticals, because there's no way to really know the answer to this. It's not like we can put James Harden in a time machine and make him go play with Jordan and stuff. But if I'm guessing, he would definitely average 15 points per game. He would. It's offense. He's a skilled offensive player. That's it. I guess they're saying that because it's more physical, he can't draw as many fouls or whatever, he'd take a step back. But 15 points per game for James Harden without fouls is probably pretty easy. Let's not act like just because he draws a lot of fouls, he's not that great of a shooter or he's not that great of a finisher at the rim. James Harden is one of the most elite players we have in this league, and I think that would be if he played in the 90s, and the 80s, and the 70s, and the 60s, because when you're able to score no matter what the era is. So he would definitely average 15 points per game, hypothetically speaking. That's just my opinion. Dirk and the Mavericks won the last meaningful championship since they didn't need a super team to win. People believe this? Y'all cannot say a championship is less meaningful because a team make it look easy. So those Miami Heat teams, their championships don't matter. The Cleveland Cavaliers championship in 2016, that don't matter. None of the Golden State Warriors championships matter to y'all because they made a good team. Listen, if it was your favorite team, you would be enjoying every single second of it. You wouldn't have this opinion. Why are y'all disrespecting everything Bob Myers did behind the scenes? Drafted Steph Curry, drafted Klay Thompson, drafted Draymond. Boom, win a championship. Perfect. And then they enticed one of the best players in the history of this league to also join that team. He's working hard behind the scenes, and since y'all think it's too easy, y'all saying what they're doing don't matter? When we look back on the careers of Stephen Curry, you gonna say his championships don't matter? No! Every championship matters. Sure, it was more difficult for Dirk and them to win because they didn't have a super team, but that doesn't make it more valuable. At the end of the day, when all of these players are retired, and 30 years from now, my son is looking up statistics from back in the day, he's gonna see Dirk win a championship, and he's gonna see that Stephen Curry have 4 or maybe 5 or however many he has, and he's gonna be like, he won 5 championships. That's it. They're not gonna be like, well, Dirk won this one, so we're gonna put 1.6 next to his one ring because it meant a little more. No, rings are rings. They all matter the same. Again, it may be a little bit more difficult for Dirk and them. You may respect it more, but that doesn't mean that the other ones are less meaningful. Ben Simmons must develop a jump shot for the 76ers to go to the next level. I don't agree with this, and I think I'm in the minority. I look at these comments and everybody's saying they agree. Here's why I don't agree. Of course, it sucks that he can't shoot. The way the Boston Celtics played him in the playoffs last year was perfect. They literally didn't guard him unless he was like 10 feet away from the rim. And that's a perfect way to guard him. But we've seen a lot of players be good without being able to shoot the ball. Giannis is a prime example of that. Giannis is not a good not a good shooter. I mean, he can knock down some threes. I know Ben Simmons didn't hit not a single one. But the way people play Giannis is they don't really guard him around the three-point line. But he still managed to average 27 points per game. And of course, it would be beautiful for Ben Simmons to develop a jumper, but I don't think he needs it to be successful. I mean, LeBron James didn't really become a decent shooter until like later in his career. Early stages of Bronny? I can't really call him Bronny. The early stages of LeBron, he wasn't really taking jumpers. He was getting to the lane and dunking on people and just being very crafty. I don't think you need to have a jump shot for them to be to the next level. Of course, it would be dope if Ben Simmons attempted some threes and he made some. It will make him way more lethal, but I don't think it's a necessity, really. And I think we're gonna end it off there. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I know I kind of got what y'all may see as angry, but y'all know it's all NBA opinions. I can never get angry. Come on now. I'm talking about the game that I love. You see the smile? Whew, you see the smile. That's it. Again, a link in the description to my Instagram so you can like that picture and you can get entered for the giveaway. You pick your favorite player and I'll ship the jersey right to your front door. You ain't got to do nothing but enter. And then also the newest episode of my podcast did just drop. I'll leave an end card on it as well. I thank y'all so much for getting to this point in the video. Let me know what you think about the things that we talked about in this video. Very curious because somebody had to have these opinions. And though I may disagree with a lot of them by a lot, some of y'all may agree, and maybe you give me better reasoning or why, then we can talk about in the comment section below. Thank y'all so much. Peace.